see Cedric Donaldson creeping up tight in the wide receiver out at the bottom of the screen. Right over the middle they go with the pass, and it is complete. Ty Goodson out of bounds at the 26-yard line of LSU. It's good for 34 yards.
Well, it almost looked like he was overthrowing his receiver.
Looked like he was going to Bailey.
Carson Bailey, and then the ball all of a sudden arrives right in the stride.
He's at the bottom of the screen. For the 26 on first down. Craig got his man wide open. Beasley out of the backfield. Touchdown, Auburn. Sets in the pocket, drills the pass, intercepted by Spikes at the 20, inside the 15, and look here, Auburn with a 1st and 10 at the 10.5-yard line.
Ron, Tequil Spikes, red, Herb Tyler. If he makes a mistake with his speed, he can get back.
2nd down. Craig fakes it, puts it on his hip, tries to turn it up. He's in trouble, loses the football, and LSU has recovered at the 11.
Rayon Hill, I believe, Ron.
Boy, he is the guy who murdered Auburn. Very long count. That's Brumbaugh on the center's nose. Sets to throw. Got his man, and it's going to be picked off. It is Antoine Nolan with his 2nd interception in as many series for the Auburn Tigers.
I don't know what Larry Foster was doing on that play.
On the clock, 2nd down and 10. Craig got his man right over the middle. Takes 4 and he's off. 35-30 at the 25. It is knocked out of bounds by Rayon Hill. 38 yards, and the big numbers off the passing game for the Auburn Tigers. Clifton Robinson, a freshman out of Naples, Florida, at the top of the screen, number 15. Craig looks for Hicks 4. He's free. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Auburn. Where and Spikes combining on that stop. As the pitch comes back to Mealy. Gets a block from his fullback. Cuts it up at the 35, and he's free. One man to beat. Knocked out of bounds inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, LSU Tigers.
Ron, that's a very good run by Rondell Mealy, but Larry Foster, the wide receiver. Now, he made 2 big catches for this offensive football team. He made a big block on the outside. You want to receive. See the numbers, almost 85%. 8 touchdowns and 3 field goals. Pitch to Collins, makes the cut. He will score. Craig, fade route, far side, got it complete, beautifully done to Tyrone Goodson. Ron, the adjustment that LSU's had to make because of the injuries is to go to 2 deep coverage.
Right up in that gap between the center and the left guard. Little counterplay right at the middle. Williams breaks it at the 3-2-1 touchdown, Auburn Tigers.
Williams carried 10 yards for the score.
Don't clear them off.
Yeah, depth, and when you got a guy in season, they pull the guard, counter right up the middle, 5, 10, 15, he's off and running. Hang on, could go the distance at the 5. He is tackled at the 1-yard line. It is a 49-yard run.
Ron, I've seen a lot of good backs, but I'm going to tell you something. Look at Kevin Falk. He's cheering him on. This is a special back, Cecil Collins. He shows you when he...
Tyler over the top. Touchdown, LSU.
Ron, for them to be as close as they are here in the first half, you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff. They are band-aided and taping their ball club to try to stay in this ball game, and they're giving a great effort to their coaches.
Well, your points were all taken.
Story.
Hey, Mike, he's got 108, and Rondell Mealy is almost at 100. Miles Hannon, look out. He's off and running. Finally tripped up at the 39-yard line by Rob Pate.
The only thing he doesn't give is the horn as he's going down the field for that diesel run of his. Now he goes over 100 yards. Wow.
Straight drop in the pocket. He's going to go on top. Got Foster. Check it. It's Nemesis Bates. Touchdown. 38 yards. And a flag has come down.
And they're going to get him for celebration too, Ron, I believe.
To the top of your screen. Craig held up the pass, throws it wide open inside the 10-yard line, and boy, somebody blew a coverage on Kevin McLeod, the tight end. He got out for 35 yards.
I think
Collins breaks it up the middle, and he will score. Inside, but Auburn picks it up. Craig's pass got incomplete at the 45-yard line of LSU. That's good for the first down as Tyrone Goodson came back and made the catch. 14 yards. Let's check in with Adrian Karsten.
Ron, it has been...
Blitz right up the middle. Coming clear. Got a man open. It's Goodson. 30, 25, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line. A 19-yard gain. And all of a sudden, 80,000 plus just go silent. Williams, touchdown Auburn. It's a 64-yard attempt. Ritchie, ball is down. The kick is blocked. Picked up by LSU. That's Tabor, and he will be tackled. And this one is a victory for the Auburn Tigers.
Start since '88 as well.
Let's look.
Streeter on the option, keeps it. Cuts inside the 25. He might go. Touchdown. So much for first game jitters for the quarterback.
all out blitz by Florida State.
Lane has Gooch in at the tailback spot. Fumble. Clemson's got it. Howard Bartley. I don't think Busby ever had the handle on the snap.
Can you imagine if that had happened on the 2-yard line?
Priester with him in the backfield. Florida State showing blitz. They'll come with it. Tried to go to Priester, and it's intercepted. And it's Bush going the other way. Darrell Bush to midfield. They tried to do what Gary said, but the All-ACC linebacker had a different thought.
If Bush doesn't make that play, it's a touchdown. They knew the blitz was coming. Priester cut.
Third down at 12. Just under 3 minutes left first quarter. High snap. Streeter can't handle it. And the ball still loose. Kicked around, Coward in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. That's how quickly it can turn. Make one mistake against this group, it'll cost you 6.
Well,
Play tackle until they moved him outside.
Got it.
3rd down, 14. Green, deep middle, intercepted. Picked off by Shevin Smith, going the other way for the Seminoles. Smith with a convoy in front of it. Shevin Smith all the way down to the 25-yard line. "39-yard interception return." Back punt return formation. They've got 10 guys up. Let's see if they try to put some heat on the punter. Well, they back away. Richardson hit another beauty. Warren, great catch over his shoulder at the 7. And here he comes the other way. And he fumbled. Clemson's got it. Warwick may have tried to do a little bit too much on that punt return. Well, and make a difference. Green, back to throw. Wanted to go deep, comes back to Horn, and Horn down the sideline. Tony Horn, a spin. Touchdown! A sideline circus show for Tony Horn. There's the penalties today. That one the 4th against Clemson on the afternoon. Busby to throw, going deep sideline, and it's caught inside the 30, and it's Warwick. He made a great adjustment. It was good coverage back there by Antoine Edwards, or at least looked like it. Well, on 1st down, play action, deep ball for Warwick. He got it, and he'll score. Touchdown.
Oh, my.
How many acrobatic catches can one guy make in a day? 48 yards for the score. Touch today. Clemson's defended it well. 3rd down, a long one. Busby. That one is intercepted. And it's Ward off the deflection. Tipped by Edwards, picked by Ward. And Clemson does get a big play from its defense. On Green in the gun. Everybody up close for Florida State. Here they come. Green, deep sideline for Watts, and he made a catch.
I'll tell you, you can't.
Laird to punt. High kick. Warwick waiting on it at the 10. Warwick got the corner. He might go. The punter to beat. Reverses field inside the 30. Warwick is going to score. 90 yards, touchdown. Sometimes he can't make the easy plays, but boy, can he make the big plays.
Can't punt the ball any go deep before we know it here.
1st down at the 47. Is this the time? Down the middle to Horn again. Tony Horn inside the 20.
Well, this time, instead of doing the slant, he faked the slant and went deep. You can almost see the thinking of the offensive coordinator. You got a young safety back in there as Florida State starts to rotate their secondary people. But hey, we throw the ball. Nealon Green's in the shotgun is because he can't move.
Going to move a little bit before he throws this one to the end zone. Walker, touchdown! Brian Wofford in the end zone. It's 28-23. Now do you go for 2 here? Busby got a man out there. And it's who else? Warwick down the sideline. Warwick takes it. Touchdown. 80 yards.
I'm absolutely dumbfounded.
I have never seen so much air go out of such a big orange balloon in my life.
I'll tell you how dumbfounded we are.
Unless he misses it, it probably won't be returned. It is returnable, maybe. Tony Horn, 2 yards deep. Tony Horn into the secondary now. Down the sideline for Tony Horn. How many big plays can one game have? Dexter Jackson saved a touchdown. 7 for the Clemson Tigers. From 43, and it pushed outside on him. He missed it.
Well, see, that's why I thought the call should have been something up inside where they could have got an easier shot.
Florida State holds a missed field goal.
Here, Wadsworth's coming inside.
Green will try to roll a little bit. Throw on the run. Wofford's got it. Flags down. Wofford's got it. First and goal. I think it's a face mask. If it is, the play stands. It's first and goal, Clemson.
It's going to be half the distance to the goal from there as Nealon Green threw a...
From Howard's Rock and a lot more right here. Final play of the game.
They need the lateral play. Stanford Cal.
They're going deep for Wofford. Out there, it's picked off. Cody picks it off. It's all over. Congratulations to Bobby Bowden on number 200 as the head man of Florida State, but he had to fight Tommy West Tigers for it. For Jared Danielson and Dean Blevins, Brad Nessler saying so long from Death Valley. 5th-ranked Florida State, a winner, 35-28.
I formation. Banks is the fullback. The freshman out of West Monroe, Louisiana. He's blocking, fought carrying into the secondary, has 5, has 10, caught it off at 11 yards, and Banks is the man with the paving block that opened it up. And the Tigers right now are solving this Bobby's... Coach Stevens on the sideline talking with his offensive line. Frazier in motion. Tyler down the sideline. He will score. 40 yards.
So he's going to open him up a little short passing game.
Number 8, Matisse Kareem comes in replacing him. Pass got away, and it's been intercepted. Cedric Donaldson. Donaldson, they need a block on Doug Johnson, and he could take it the distance. At the 15, and is going to be tripped up on a great hustle play by one of the comeback receivers, I believe Harris Ross. But 68 yards on the return by Donaldson.
Well, you always look for big plays. Now, Donaldson made a great big play here for LSU, but a big tackle. Let's see if it pays off.
Tyler gives the ball up the middle. Touchdown, Tommy Banks. Hello there. Wow. If you've just joined us, 7:44 to play, opening quarter, and the score you see is correct. The LSU Tigers trying to go out on top 14 here just in front of you to the right of your screen, 13th play of the drive. Pitch back goes to Taylor at the 3, at the 2, he will score. Cooper Carlisle, number 70, with a paving block on the touchdown run. So those Gator faithful who traveled up here to Baton Rouge can all of a sudden exhale because in the first last week. Got another one. Ball is free and is going to be recovered at the 24-yard line. I believe is is the man as the celebration goes on. Cummings is the
field. No big plays.
From the shotgun on first down. Johnson stepping, got it away. Fred Taylor out of the backfield. He breaks it big. Passes midfield. And a foot race. Finally, he's caught and pushed out of bounds down at the 27-yard line of LSU by Mark Roman.
Just an alternate
yards, and he just hobbled off the field. And the training staff looks him over as Fred Taylor takes it into the end zone, and we're 1 point away from a tie-ball game. And credit Rod Frazier, the fullback, with a great block.
And you also need to credit Chester Blackshear, number 77, who pulled out of his guard position and led that play around the corner. A big way to answer the halftime. There's the adjustment in the second half.
Frazier in motion, top of the screen. Sets to throw, good pressure from that right side. Got him open. Complete inside the 35 to Larry Foster. And
they just keep sending them at you.
Taylor inside the 15, and he's down to the 14. Smith and Roman combine on the stop. And right now, third down, line to make is the 4. Deep pass over the middle, and it is picked off by LSU. Mark Roman brings it back to the 5.
Badly overthrown ball by Doug Johnson. Really no receiver in the area.
Get a little bit more breather on the bench. Tyler Seth going to go on top. Has his man, it's Moody, and he's free. Elijah Williams will push him out of bounds. The last time, field goal attempt of 37 yards coming up by Ritchie. Good pass, and he has missed it. Hit it badly off to the left and no good.
Both those coaches and their staff to be congratulated with a great plan tonight.
Well, the Bandit package in the ball game. There's the pressure, and the pass is picked off. That's Donaldson, and he will score. Kickoff coming into the wind, and this is Bo Carroll. Comes back into the boundary and loses the ball. LSU has recovered at the 30. Troy Quilley with the recovery.
Senior, he's got a lot of experience.
Option play. Run it back into the boundary. Here's Tyler. He will score.
Going up under center, so you got the possibility of a run here.
Quick pitch. Fred Taylor turns the corner at the 1. Touchdown, Florida. Frazier with a good block.
A lot of time left. 6:40.
Johnson goes long, and it is intercepted by LSU. Rayon Hill. to 13. Let them count it off for you. It is official. The LSU Tigers, a 15-point underdog, has knocked off the #1 ranked Gators from the University of Florida by a score of 28-21.
First and 10 from the Oklahoma State 44. Hessler straight back to throw. Lots of time. Now throws deep. Has a man open. It is caught at the 10-yard line by Phil Savoy. Kevin Williams brings him down at about the 9-yard line. Big gain of 33, first down.
And
make it 35.
Hessler with good time, and that's the key. The Cowboys haven't been able to find the gap.
Near side, second and goal from the 9. Optioning is Hessler to the near side. Now makes the pitch out, and going in for the touchdown is Marlon Barnes. He took the pitch and went in for the touchdown. For Barnes, his second score, and a very impressive opening here for the Buffaloes.
That's an 80-yard drive, folks, right there. R.W. McQuarters pleading
to the far side. Mays now goes in motion to the far side on 3rd down and 8. Tony Lindsay rolls to his right. Now throws back against the grain. Wide open is Stakes. 35. He's to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. Knocked out of bounds. What a play for the Cowboys. Washington knocks him out. How about Garrett Stakes with a catch, his 8th of the year? Great call.
Again, great call from upstairs. They took advantage of that aggressive defense by Colorado. They're an angle towards Sweatman.
Well, he approaches the ball, and he kicks it off, and it's very high, very short. And it bounces at the 12-yard line, is taken by Kelly at the 6 to the 20, 25, 30. He could go all the way near sideline. He's to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and he's finally knocked out. Oh, they're going to say touchdown. It looked like he was knocked out of bounds at about the 2-yard line, and now another official is saying he's at the 2-yard line. McQuarters came from the other side of the field and knocked him out at the 2.
I tell you, McQuarters had to come a long way. That's why he...
Or rather, Green to the near side. The lone back is Barnes. First and goal. The give is to Barnes up the middle, and he's in for this easy score. Nobody got him. Easy touchdown there.
He just did the old hurdle job there. Didn't decide to stay down. The Cowboy linemen, all the Cowboy defenders got down low. But all he
to the near side, one back is Troutman. Hessler, the quarterback, straight back to throw, has time. Now the Cowboys come again. He throws the ball. It's intercepted. 35, 30-yard line. Kevin Williams to the 20, to the 15. Breaks a tackle. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And there's the takeaway that we were looking for. They brought the pressure straight up the middle on Hessler. He had to throw over an extended arm. He threw it up too tall. Cowboys had coverage deep, a couple of 2 deeps. Williams was back there. That's his 5th interception of the year in 6 games. And it was just a long, long run back for there.
38-yard interception return. You said it, Kevin. Sherrington, the lone back behind Hessler. Cowboys a 4-man front. Back to throw. Hessler has time over the middle. Caught inside the 15-yard line. It's fumbled. It's fumbled. The Cowboys have recovered inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, baby.
Hefner dropped the ball after the catch. Who's getting it for the Cowboys? It's Jack Golden, I think.
Jack, I think.
Our side. Dante Hill is wide to the near side. Fobbs the lone back. Now Mays in motion to the near side. Lindsey back to throw, has some time, throws the ball one to the near sideline to Mays, and it's intercepted. It is intercepted at the 4-yard line by Marcus Washington, and make that Sutter on the interception, and it was intended for Mays, who was pushed out of bounds, he thought. In goal from the 2-yard line. Hessler in the option, comes to the near side. Official rules touchdown. Hessler gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
You don't think of Hessler as being a speed merchant by any means when you think
in motion to the near side. Lindsey
Play action to throw over the middle. Mays makes a catch. He's to the 20, inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Sutter on the stop. That's a gain of 18 yards and another first down.
What a nice touch by Lindsey. He waited for Mays to break free at the line of scrimmage.
Goal from the 1-yard line. Brown the fullback. Fobbs the tailback. Lindsey again on the keeper. This time he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's again just blowing back into the end zone. They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But Lindsey waited just a split second to make that move across the line of scrimmage. Extended the ball up there just to be sure it crossed the plane, and the Cowboys.
Charrington the running back. Hessler the quarterback. Sends McCarty in motion. Back to throw is Hessler. Gets the ball off, and it is caught on the near sideline. 25-30, 35-40. To the 50-yard line in Cowboy territory. He runs right over him. And it's Charrington who's going to go all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, brother, he ran right over the Cowboys. Ricky Thompson just got hammered. He ran right over him.
Cowboys had 3 opportunities to take him down. They brought the kitchen sink on him. They brought it, set up the screen nicely, a little side screen again. And that was all Charrington who did all the work, though.
Malone back. Simmons is a wide out to the far side. Grissom and Love to the near side. Lindsey to throw. Now he wants to run. Does so. Gets to the 45. Breaks a tackle. He's to the 40. Comes to the near sideline. 35, 30. He's to the 20. And he's knocked out of bounds. And a flag. A late hit, I'll bet you. Marcus Washington knocks him out. He got to the 20-yard line, and that's where he got knocked away.
That little kid's got a lot of savvy, a lot of moxie right there. He had just to break the line of scrimmage. That's all he wanted to do. He has that option to take it and run, and he was going to go
into the far side on 3rd down. Lindsey, the quarterback, options to the far side, goes one way, comes back, and he is dropped at the 7-yard line. He almost fumbled the ball. Did he fumble it?
I think he did. Colorado, I think he was down. They say he's got it?
They haven't said yet. Yes, they are. They're saying a Colorado fumble recovery.
That's a bad play right there for the Cowboys because they were in chip shot range of Sidness tying the ball game up. They gave it up there, and a turnover comes back to home.
Cowboys with a 5-man rush. Hessler back to pass. Throws over the middle. Intercepted by the Cowboys. It's Bo Simpson at the 23-yard line. Oh, the Cowboys come up with another big play.
And the Cowboys outfoxed Hessler that time. We've given him all kinds of credit, but Simpson was up there close to the line of scrimmage. As soon as the ball was snapped, he fell back into deep coverage. Hessler never saw him. He came from right to left, made the pick, and the Cowboys again knocking on the door.
Well, this Lindsey, long count there in the middle, hands the ball off to Brown. No, he rolls right. It's a play action. He's got the ball, throws towards the end zone. It's caught! It's caught! Alonzo Mays, touchdown!
What a pass by Tony Lindsey. He waited and waited. They had the option cut off, and somehow Mays was able to come left to right. Tony put the ball up, another jump ball, and Big Alonzo went on the glass to pull it down.
What a great play action, though. He rolled right. It looked like Brown had the ball. At least it looked like it to me.
Gee, my knee.
19-yard touchdown. The Cowboys have the lead.
Go to the big play man, Alonzo. Now, here we are again, Bill.
It up under center. Here we go. This is the ball game. Hessler back to throw. Under pressure, rolls to his right, still rolls, throws on the run, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys have won the game, 33-29 the final.
What an amazing finish. The Cowboys, seemingly out of it a couple of times in the 4th quarter, were able to use defensive pressure. They wouldn't let Hessler. They made Hessler run around that time and throw it on the run. Everybody was back deep, so it would not be a long one into the end zone. Hessler couldn't get enough on it. It was Waddle, I believe, who was coming from the right side. He was in hot pursuit, and unbelievably, the Cowboys win this one.
With Chris Holden going across. Here's Moss moving from the left to the right. Taps Clement in the backside as he's in motion. The handoff to James again. Breaks a tackle at the 35, the 40. He breaks another tackle. 30, 20, 10. One man can beat him. Knocked down at the 1. They'll say he's in. Touchdown, Miami.
Just a terrific run that time by number 5, the sophomore, Edgerrin James, going off left tackle, bobbing and weaving his way through the line of scrimmage, and he goes the distance for the Canes.
Looks like Shalom Tolfree might have gotten a finger. Hasselbeck. And off again. Walker across the 30. He breaks free at the 40, to the 50, the 45, and hanging all over him, Nate Brooks, and finally bringing him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, Phil, these two teams are not known for putting points on the scoreboard this year in 97.
Harder than the first. Fakes the handoff to James.
He's got him in the
top of the screen. It's Wayne diving, catch, touchdown, Miami.
Oh, just a great route outside. Phil, what a great job by 87, Reggie Wayne.
He is hurt. Looked like he might have landed on the ball and lost his air, but back up and out, and a beautiful toss for Clemson.
Yeah, the first touchdown to a wide receiver this year for the University of Miami goes to the freshman, number 87.
Good yards. That's tied for second behind only Otis Anderson. This time the fake. Knocked off balance, the pass to King, he brings it down inside the 10. 3 Eagles to bring him down. It's first and goal at the 8 for the Hurricane.
Wow, just a great play by quarterback and receiver. Ryan had that as long as it's a completion.
Handoff, James, left side, turns the corner, touchdown Miami. Easy as pie, it's 20-3 and some boos starting to come down from Chestnut Hill.
We'll credit that touchdown to Ryan Clement and King on the play before, getting him down to that situation. Nice run on the outside. You see Edrin James getting his second touchdown of the afternoon. He tried to bounce it inside the tackle, nothing there.
At the 44-yard line to pick up the first. Cloud in motion towards the top of the screen. This could be a mismatch up top. Looking across the middle for the tight end. Instead, he will end up throwing it underneath. Caught there by Derek Crittenden. Crittenden across the 40 to the 35, and that is where they will call him down, but a big first down play for Boston College as the first quarter comes to a close. Along with Harding, who's in motion. Hasselbeck fakes the handoff to Cloud. He's looking up the middle for Crittenden. Near side, Harding cutting back. Picked off! It's picked off at the last moment by Leonard Myers. The ball hung up in the air and actually outrunning it was Harding, but Myers right there to grab it.
Yeah, the freshman cornerback out of Dillard High School. He has 8 total tackles, no interceptions. He gets his first one of his collegiate career right there, number 22, being congratulated.
Nearing the 8-minute mark of quarter number 2. Both receivers to the bottom of the screen. The handoff to Cloud, showing some speed, showing some agility, dodging across the 30, being ridden down to the ground by Dwayne Starks, who might have just saved a touchdown.
Well, you can tell why this Mike Cloud, number 21, he's only a junior, is in the top rushers in the Big East Conference. He's got great speed, and when he gets outside, he could...
Cloud set to the right of Hasselbeck. The pass to the middle instead, and it is a touchdown. The tight ends are eating up the Miami defense on this BC drive.
Well, that's something that Jeffrey Taylor has to get used to in the middle of that field. There's a lot more room for him to cover. That was so easy that time. Scott Dragos, number 83, just runs down.
Power formation offensively and defensively. Hemmert in the tailback position. He'll get it. Tries to bull his way through. Second effort. Reaches over. Touchdown, Boston College.
Yeah, just power football by BC. You get the fullback, Mike Hemmert, number 91. Looks like the ball just crossed the plane of the goal line. I don't know if his body was in, but all that matters is that football crossing the goal line, and it's a touchdown for
Wayne. The two youngsters split off towards the near side. Handoff. Edrin James dodges one tackle across the 20. Holds his feet across the 30. He's got a chance. 40 to the midfield. One man can catch him, and he's finally knocked down at the 27-yard line. Shalom Tolfree made sure he was not going to get past him for the touchdown this time.
Wow, he's incredible. That looked like a basic 4 or 5 yard run, and he takes it almost the distance. Miami really does a great job of sideline to sideline.
Second down and short. Offset formation behind. Instead, they'll hand it to Cloud. He cuts back against the grain, and what a hole. To the 20, to the 10. A block from Hasselbeck, and Cloud into the end zone for a touchdown. Popovich got nailed by the BC quarterback, and Cloud untouched into the end zone.
Yeah, Miami got caught that time a little bit over pursuing. They had Cloud contained on the right sideline, but great vision again and acceleration back to the Miami sideline. Catching it out of the backfield.
Single setback behind Hasselbeck, and he will use him. Omari Walker with a full head of steam across the 15. Breaks one tackle across the 30 to the 40. He's dragged down there. Finally pulled down by Dwayne Starks. Dennis Scott pinched up, had him dead to rights within 5 yards of the line. in motion towards the left. Carlo Joseph. Picked off! Boston College forces the turnover as Brooke Heald grabs it, and he's down to the 33. The Eagles with a chance to get back into the lead with 3:28 to go.
Wow, just when you don't want a turnover, they force the football down the field. Spectacular on the ground.
Double tight, Hemlet in front of Omari Walker. Hasselback under center. Handoff, Walker. Touchdown, Boston College.
Yeah, nice job by Omari Walker punching it in from the 2-yard line. That BC offensive line took it upon themselves to say, hey, they're counting on us to get it in. They're calling a running play as he can only watch right now.
Wideouts left and right. Santana Moss at the top of the screen. Clement, handoff, Trent Jones follows the block at the 5. Touchdown, Miami!
Wow, talk about Edgerrin James coming out. Who's going to step up? Give it to the 5th-year senior Trent Jones off a right tackle. Terrific blocking up front by Miami. Trent Jones does a great job of getting it in the end zone, and Miami scores first in overtime.
What a play for the Hurricanes. It looked like the hole was closing, then out of nowhere might have... Scott Drago sprints off, Hasselback under center, handoff, Walker dodges one tackle, touchdown BC. And it's down to the extra point as to whether we'll go to another frame.
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing on the extra point team, so they will try, they will attempt an extra point, but great response by BC. They get the football on the 25. Hasselbeck the key. Omari Walker sticks it in on the last play for a touchdown, but his big first down run of 11 yards, really another key play in the drive.
Lewis and Ham, the 4 men lining up on the defensive line of the University of Miami. Handoff, Walker breaks through at the 20 to the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Boston College.
Wow, BC makes it easy, and Miami just came back from one series. That defense may have been tired. They have to go back onto the football field, and on the first play, Omari Walker takes it 25 yards off right tackle. What a great job of strength and determination.
Looking for 2. Top of the screen, Crittenden heading towards the right, takes out Fortney, rolling out Hasselback, he'll throw it, caught but out of play. A beautiful catch by Dennis Harding, but Hasselback sent him sailing, and it's out of play, and the Canes have a chance if they can.
Right now, I would take a look at my big target, Bubba Franks, down the middle of the field.
The snap under center. Clement looking near side, he has Jones, caught, touchdown!
Yes!
Touchdown! Touchdown, Miami!
Great throw and a great pattern on the outside by the freshman, Daryl Jones. Just an inside corner route. He hasn't gone to him much, but that could be the biggest play of the game on the outside. A great throw and a great catch by Miami.
Now, what about Tom O'Brien's election to go for 2?
Boy, it's huge now, isn't it?
A chance for Andy Crossland to win it. Tempt decides victory or round number 3. Fortney snap, the place, the kick, it's good! The Hurricanes win! The Hurricanes win 45-44 Miami!
Wow, in the first overtime game in University of Miami history, they do a great job of coming from behind. Brian Clement to Daryl Jones, and now the extra point by Andy Crossland. That'll do it from Chestnut Hill.
It looked like Popovich actually might have bobbled the snap briefly. A strong snap from Denny Fortney, but Popovich got the placement down, and the kick sails through the uprights for Crossland. They shake hands.
Sauter to Hamner. He's got running room. First down and more. Inside the 25 of Penn State to the 22-yard line. Derek Fox made the stop for the Nittany Lions. Gain of 18 yards, and the Gophers on a
entire team not really motional, not a lot of up, not a lot of down.
And they run the reverse to Sharpie Fields. McQuarrie blocking in front. Fields high stepping to the 40. Sharpie Fields out of play. The 46-yard line of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Bart Williams forced him out of play. Biggest play of the day for Penn State. 28 yards.
What a nice...
Give me something I can complete. Let me get on track. That's the kind of pass you talk about.
We got him going last week. We'll see if it does it again here today.
Good play action. McQuarrie going deep. Jurevicius leaping grab. Got the first down to the 37-yard line of Minnesota. Craig Scruggs made the stop. Biggest pass play of the afternoon by far for Penn State. Player in this Penn State program. Third down at about 11 now. Sauter looking to pick it up. Goes over the top. Oh, a beautiful throw to Atwell for the first down at the Penn State 40-yard line. Great coverage by Shino Prater, but what a throw by Sauter to Tutu Atwell, 31 yards.
Wayne, I don't care what league you play in, you will not see by the pursuit and by the stay-at-home people.
Adam Bailey on a 50-yard field goal attempt. A high snap, they got it down, and the kick to the uprights. It is good. Adam Bailey with field goals of 52, 23, 32, and now 50 yards. Has Minnesota on top of Joe Paterno's Penn State Nittany Lions, 12-3. To Studio 66, Mike Gleason. Joe Juravicius at the bottom of your screen. Receiver at the top of your screen is Shawnee Field. Enos is the tailback. He fumbles the football on the exchange. Got it back, and it's still up for grabs. Minnesota says they've got it. This would be the third turnover of the day for Penn State, if indeed that's the case. The Gophers say they've got it. No indication from the officials, and now it's Minnesota football.
There's a flag down on the field thrown by the line judge right in front of Minnesota's
15-yard gain. Hamner, nice hole. Hamner to the 15, down near the 11-yard line. Well executed running play up front by Minnesota, and Collins again in the secondary made the stop. 24-yard field goal attempt. Adam Bailey. And the kick is blocked. A huge play for Penn State. Final 30 seconds in the third quarter. McQuarrie goes to the air. And it's juggled and intercepted. Ben Mesra, the freshman, comes up with it. Anthony Clary had to go in and out of his hands. Minnesota is back in business at the Penn State 20-yard line. Unbelievable twist of momentum here. A 33-yard field goal attempt. He's got it underway, and it is good. 5 field goals by Adam Bailey, a new single-game Minnesota record. And the Golden Gophers extend their advantage to 15-3 in the first minute of the fourth quarter. This is their third. Juravicius, the man in motion. Enos gets the call. Touchdown. Touchdown run. Curtis Enos, his 10th touchdown to the team to play at the line. Blitz. Intercepted by David Macklin. Penn State football to 34. Pass intended for Ryan Hubbard. A complete momentum switch here in the fourth quarter. The touchdown. This would give them the lead. Fourth down, goal to go the 6. McQuarrie looking to the end zone, and he's got Scioli, and it is incomplete. No flag. Scioli, the intended receiver, and it is Minnesota football with 5:33 to go in the game.
not only a surprise call to go for it.
Player just a bit too much. Now it is third down again for Minnesota. 3rd and 3. The pitch Hamner fumbles it. Penn State football. Chris Snyder, the recovery. Second turnover by Minnesota in this fourth quarter.
For a team that has played so well deep in their own end of the field.
Juravicius, the lone wide receiver. Enos going around the end. smelling end zone. Touchdown! This is Sutter to keep it alive. Atwell can't hang on, and the Nittany Lions get it back. .218 for the Penn State remains undefeated as they have defeated the Minnesota Golden Gophers 16-15 here, homecoming in Happy Valley. Penn State with the win, 6-0, 3-0 in Big Ten play. Minnesota falls to 2-5, 0-3 in conference play. So on a beautiful sun-splashed afternoon, the 78th homecoming here in Happy Valley. The Penn State Nittany Lions had to work for it. Nothing came easy for them, and they were able to come from behind and overcome.
And we are underway here at Notre Dame Stadium. Ronson has it at the 4-yard line. To the 15-20. Has a great return up the middle to the far side across the 40. Still going at the 50. He slips 2 tackles at the 45-yard line. An unbelievable return. And Petros Papadakis saves the touchdown. 55 yards on the return. And with a full house backfield. In short yardage, we will see this all afternoon, and it's Audrey Dixon to the right side into the end zone for the touchdown. His 7th of the year. Started back at the 23-yard line 3 times. SC has converted. On third down, here's the reverse with the quarterback Fox. There's the lead blocker, and jumping to the outside is R.J. Salley. And he won't go out just shy of the 5-yard line, picking up 17 yards on the play. Ivory Covington finally got him, and SC, they're using the whole bag of tricks. Well, John said, like, you got to turn loose. Just go for it. Washington, the second back, flew into the end zone. DeLon Washington scoring for USC. Capping a drive of 77 yards. And for DeLon Washington, that is his first touchdown of the year. Here's Paulus along the sideline. Full house backfield. Now going into the left, and it's a touchdown for Notre Dame. Tony Driver goes in. Tony Driver, the freshman from Louisville.
Match personnel in this situation.
Now back to a standard set with 2 wide receivers on the near side. Fox throws, end zone, caught, touchdown, USC, R.J. Salley. It is his 6th touchdown of the year. NC pulls within 1 of Notre Dame. Allen Rossum is the man that he beat.
This young man
of 3, hitting from 27, missing from 45 and 34. From the 23-yard line, an attempt of 33 yards. It is no good from 33 yards away. Zansom has made 1. Second down from the shotgun. Deep over the middle, tipped, it is intercepted. Mark Casano to the 35, the 30, the 29-yard line. Casano, who made a key mistake against Notre Dame that cost the Trojans, now comes up with the interception. First turnover of the ball game. Ken Berry with the tackle. Bobby Brown was the intended receiver. Ball was the holder, Adam Abrams, the junior from Bishops in San Diego. to break the tie. And he nails it. And SC starts the celebration, but we still have 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. A 37-yard field goal, the 69th meeting between SC and Notre Dame. This one was for the history books. Tie-breaking field goal with 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the ballgame. Now we have only 13 remaining. Denson is in the slot. Paulus has pressure. He is sacked down at the 31-yard line. No timeouts. The clock will take the inexorable countdown to the end of this, the 69th meeting, and John Robinson is celebrating. Sultan Abdulmalik. And here comes the SC band to join the celebration.
Texas A&M against Boston College begins at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Two head coaches, both who have been taking a lot of heat.
3rd and 9. Greasy well protected, but it's picked off by Cook. Barry Cook is brought down at midfield by Chris Howard, returns 15 yards, his second interception of the season. And the first man in the that time snapped it, Derrick Rose. Sherman didn't get the exchange, and Michigan recovered.
We're seeing a case of the jitters from the most unlikely of sources. Both quarterbacks showing a case of nerves.
Vinson standing on his 15 in the exchange of turnovers. Iowa gets a blocked punt, and they'll take over at the 18-yard line. Joe Slattery coming in seemingly untouched. And Jason Vinson never saw him and never had a chance.
Here we are for the first severe test of the great Michigan defense.
Iowa yet to be scored on in the first. Sherman off the fake to Banks, going for the end zone, and this one is picked off by Marcus Ray at the 1.
We hear so much about Charles Woodson, and deservedly so. The other secondary players for Michigan are also great players. Marcus Ray, in this case, made an outstanding move on the football. Joaquin Fazell, number 90, had pressure on the quarterback. He caused, as we have said, maturing offensive line.
Two tight ends this time. Aaron Shane went in motion. And Howard out in the clear and chased by Thigpen. Finally catches him from behind at the 42. A 28-yarder for Howard.
This is the play that Ohio State used so successfully against Iowa. Don't limp. You don't want everybody in America to know you're hurt. Go out there and get ready to play, and Jared looks like he's ready.
Iowa's run only 10 plays all game. The 11th play of this drive is picked off at the 5-yard line by Ples Atkins. The 11th of his career. You gotta wake up, Tony. 6th all-time for the Hawkeyes in picks. Brings it back 14, and Brian Greasy, who had 39 big plays already for this Iowa attack. Leading his way all the way. Tavian Banks gone. Touchdown, Banks for Iowa. 53 yards.
Those are the lasers that we talked about in the open. Banks was upset with himself on the previous play because he did not break.
As big a play as the Iowa defense has yet faced. Greasy not pressured for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Marcus High Street with the catch from Brian Greasy. Sherman now having to bark it out over the crowd on 3rd and 11. Off the play fake. Intercepted. at the 45, the second in this first half for Marcus Ray.
Marcus Ray showed his experience. He baited Sherman into this throw.
Knipper had a step on Sword, didn't see Marcus. So Michigan now thinking about a halftime lead, forget it. Interception. Ed Gibson with a big return. Inside the 5, stretches toward the goal line and almost made it at the 1. Iowa, after a 63-yard return by Ed Gibson, will have it first and goal. Ed Gibson with his first pick of the year to set up the Iowa touchdown. As the fullback, Berger, just plowed over left tackle to give the Hawkeyes the lead back.
That was an old-fashioned power eye with those linemen down in 4-point stances, their elbows bent, their knees bent, nose to the ground, and root hogging off the...
They line up right in front of one another and hope that Dwight is able to guess right, and in this case, he is driven back inside his 40 on a big punt by Vincent. Reverses field, gets a block, and weaves the other way, and he's going to go. Tim Dwight brings this one back as time elapses in the first half. Mercy, 61-yard return by Dwight.
The Iowa team is electrified by their most electrifying player. Tim Dwight has turned over the Heisman run to Tavian Banks, but he might have just vaulted right back into the picture. And a great open field block by
Williams good for 8. And a better than 2-to-1 advantage in total yards gets even bigger. Here's a cutback by Thomas, and Anthony Thomas has one man to beat with an angle. Eric Zigpin shoves him out inside the 5.
And another big block by 76 Steve Hutchinson. The red shirt down. Everybody fighting.
Reese on the sneak, and that time it works.
Yeah, and that time the big guys up front did something with their feet. That's the first time that the O-line came off like they should, and Coach DeBoer will have them on the boards, literally, on the practice field next week. The Michigan staff will not be excited about that drive from the 2-yard line.
Back in the middle of the receiving formation for the Hawkeyes. Jay Feely often doesn't get you one to return, but White brings this one from the 3, and he again finds some open room. Tim Dwight in a foot race and knocked out. They will mark him at the 27-yard line, but he's done it again to Michigan. And if not for the close by Dwayne Patman, to 3rd and goal from the 2. Play fake, Greasy on the roll, pulls up, there's Jeremy Tillman, and Michigan leads. Goal through the middle to pick him up on his blitz. Sherman finds Gibson, and Gibson in the open field dragged down at midfield by Charles Woodson, but Iowa is still alive on a 22-yard Sherman to Gibson connection.
That is a phenomenal play by Matt Sherman, who's had a...
Sherman from the 26. Pressure from Steele, steps up, and it's intercepted by Sam Sword. So the Wolverines have done their part to set up the unbeaten showdown next week in East Lansing with Michigan State, which has Northwestern this afternoon. Michigan wins it, storming from behind 28-24. Michigan State here on ESPN 1230.
Let me tell you. First and 10 for the Cowboys. 8 minutes gone by here in the first. Look out for the reverse. Here it comes to R.W. McQuarters. Crosses the 50. Look out! Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Number 17, R.W. McQuarters. Missouri has given up 34 plays of better than 20 in the I formation. Blackwell bounces to the outside. He has some speed, carrying people as he crosses the 25. Run out of bounds at the 21. Ricky Thompson, the junior, and Trent Alexander tried to bring him down, but boy, Blackwell at 6'3", 235 pounds, just seemed to carry everybody.
Let's try to take a look. Oklahoma State make some missed tackles. Oklahoma State got what they wanted, but Blackwell executed.
That was the pickup of 24. Jones rolls out, looks for somebody, has a man wide open, and we're going to be tied up. Brooks, Eddie Brooks, the 6'1 junior out of Blue Springs, Missouri, his 16th reception of the year and his second touchdown of 97.
Well, what you have there is just a brain cramp in the secondary coverage. I mean, you can't. Somebody missed an assignment big time. He was 15 get it done. We'll see how it works here.
On 3rd and 5, the Tigers 1 of 2 this afternoon so far on third down possibility. Jones has a man wide open. It is Corey Coleman. Touchdown, Missouri.
Oklahoma State came with the blitz, and they got burned. Thompson in man coverage gets taken apart. Big play. One of the keys for Missouri. When the big play opportunity presents itself, you have to capitalize. And Missouri did exactly that. Kenyatta Wright is the inside linebacker that blitzes. Missouri's offensive line does a good enough job of picking him up. And once you go in a blitz like that,
versus his aggressive bunch of Baylor Bears. 3rd down and 1, 4:11 to play in the first half. Missouri with the lead in the ball. Jones, fake, pass, fake, pass is complete. Eddie Brooks on the reception.
Tremendous call by Missouri. They fake the quarterback sneak. Corby Jones comes up, a little pop pass to Brooks. You know what? Oklahoma State had it defended decently, though. Thompson was running with Brooks. Corby Jones said everybody's running off the field.
It has been Mays making the big play so far on 3rd down. Haluka's pass, intercepted, picked off by Harold Piercy. His first interception of the year, the junior from Kansas City, Kansas. 6th interception total for Missouri, and again, that Missouri defense stopping the Cowboys.
Well, they went empty backfield. Oklahoma State.
We talked about having great field position. Well, Missouri has had that at times today.
That wet ball slipped right out of Lucas' hand.
Jones, the pump fake, looking for Kent Lehman. Pass is complete into the end zone. Touchdown!
Wow. What a throw by Corby Jones.
Kent Lehman.
And Missouri takes advantage of the opportunity fully. They go right for the jugular. I mean, one play. They decide to just get after it. You get the takeaway, go for the gusto. And a double move by his wide receiver, who's having just an outstanding season. Double move, gets him open, and Lehman.
6 men on the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 for the Tigers. Golden starting to sneak up. Jones, play action, looking for Lehman. Hit as he throws it. Pass complete. Penalty flag is thrown. Wow. Jay Murchison, a tremendous catch on a beautiful throw from Corby Jones.
And there was pass interference on Williams. I mean, he had a collision prior to the arrival of his recaptured his win. He's back in the huddle and on the line of scrimmage.
2nd down in just a couple of inches. Jones on the keeper. Breaks over the right side. He's got Pater. Touchdown.
Man, that was one thing that Oklahoma State wanted to have happen. Don't let Corby Jones hurt the defense. Make him pitch the football. Another defensive breakdown. 2 guys take the pitch, man. Nobody. Oklahoma State is the big story this year. Missouri's story continues in smaller chapters.
Lindsey's pass has a man wide open. The pass is complete to Sean Love, a foot race down to the 14-yard line to the 13.
Got inside of Posey. Posey lost that inside release.
First and goal, ball, they're calling it the 3. Simmons, touchdown, Oklahoma State. His 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Officially a 2-yard touchdown run by Nathan Simmons.
Well, let's see if that's the spark that Oklahoma State was craving. Oklahoma State thinking about going for 2 here.
I think they have to when you think about it, because they wanted 2 scores plus the 2-point conversions on each. But a wonderful throw by Lindsey, throwing across his body, rolling right, throwing back left. Lindsey, nobody in the backfield. Lost it deep. Oh, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Wow. Sean Love on the reception for the touchdown. And folks, we got ourselves a football game.
Yeah, hold on tight now. This bad.
Mays goes in motion. Watch the pass. Here it comes. Throwback pass to Lindsey. He's wide open. Look out! Down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, the coverage never bare with Oklahoma State. They're just perfect timing on being unpredictable. Joe Fears, backup quarterback, the 3rd quarterback, goes into the football game, and Joe Fears fakes the sweep right and the throwback pass to Lindsey. What a...
Ball is on the 8, 2nd down. Mays split wide to the right. Looking for Mays. Got the end zone. He pushed out of bounds. Touchdown, they call it.
Well, the one referee, the baseline referee has not signaled yet. Now they're conferring.
That will be a touchdown because the defender pushed him out.
Right, what the call is, one official signal immediately. The official on the back line of the end zone did not signal immediately at all.
Missouri looking a little confused defensively again.
Look at this formation. Three of the offensive linemen go out to the left.
Watch Lindsey. Keep an eye on him. One man in motion. Lindsey. Looking. Throwing.
Oh, got it!
Line. 1 minute gone by here in the 4th. Joe drop. He's looking for some picked off. Intercepted by Ricky Thompson, and he's down at the 30. His first interception of the year.
Corby Jones not happy as he works his way to the sideline there. Underthrew that football. Made a bad decision to throw it at all. But now Larry Smith trying to regroup the troops.
Ball on the 45 for Oklahoma State. Missouri showing blitz. Julian Jones comes up. Here he comes. He's picked up. Lindsey pass to Mays. Complete over the middle. 85. Alonzo Mays, another big-time reception. Wade Perkins was beaten. Mays makes his way down to the 17. Well, he is slow to get up.
Yeah, he's slow to get up before
Odds to snap it. Simmons back in, Cobb's out. One to snap it, just gets it off. Look out. Halfback option has a man, picks off in the end zone, and he goes out of bounds. Harold Piercy at the 2. Oh, if he would have downed it, they would have got it at the 20. Now they're marking it at the 1. Piercy's 2nd interception.
Well, that's the first trick play that Oklahoma State has called that backfired. And Piercy is at the bottom of the screen out wide.
Brown and Simmons in the backfield. They're looking for Mays.
Oh, wow! Cowboys! Boy, that's storybook.
over the middle. Pass is complete to the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Corey Coleman on the reception. Amazing. I'll tell you, this Oklahoma State defense made some adjustments at halftime. Corby Jones came out for the first half. In the second half, had to call a timeout. But now Missouri adjusting to the 6 seconds left to play. Going for Paters. Over McQuarters, intended for Ricky Ross. Oh, wow. Touchdown, Missouri! Unbelievable. 18 seconds left. McQuarters thought he was out of bounds. 38 yards on the reception, and that man still has a heartbeat. 3 separation. 3rd and 6. Lindsey's calling the signals. Bob's behind him. The rush is on. They swing it out to Fobbs. Can he get to the outside? He does. Look at it, 6. Yards for Jamal Fuck. Get it in from the 1. Blackwell, James, and Olivo in the backfield. Is it a touchdown? Yes, it is, Missouri. Wow, what a game. Just taking turns, slugging each other. Let's look at it again. James and Olivo. Jones will run the option. He's got room to the 10, to the 5, to touchdown. Man, unbelievable. He made it look so easy, and now Missouri has the lead. One of the keys to the game for Oklahoma State was to get the ball out of Corby Jones' hands when he ran the option. Make him pitch the football. They were going
at the Navy 39-yard line, first down. The fake is to the fullback. It's a cheat by McCoy. McCoy down the sideline. Breaks the first play from scrimmage. Close to 30 yards. Make that 26 yards officially before Benny Gilbo can bring him down. This is what Notre Dame was afraid of.
Charlie, remember when lies to the lack of numbers. That is where the short side of the field is concerning the number of people on the defense.
McCoy on the option, and he turns, heads for the goal line. No signal. He does not go in. They're going to mark it just inches shy. No, a signal comes from the official on the far side that he is in the end zone. It took a long time. They had to come in and
fence this option, and it's hard for these young men to really understand all that's involved.
3 wide receivers, McCoy rolling, stopping, throwing, and it is intercepted. Notre Dame has the interception. Deke Cooper comes up with it. Was it Deke Cooper? No, it was Corey Minor. Barry is the fullback, Denson the tailback. Navy showing blitz. Blitz is coming. Play action fake. Lofts it to the corner of the end zone. Diving grab is there for the touchdown. Bobby Brown, 14 yards. Redeems himself. He gets behind Sean Andrews. Wanting to throw. Rolling left. Setting. Going deep. There's some contact. Is intercepted. There are no flags. That is Covington who has the interception at the 13-yard line. Mark Mill, the intended receiver. There was bumping downfield, equally, I guess, on each side.
I wouldn't save it for the 3rd down. I agree, Charlie.
2nd down, 15. Jackson to throw.
Nelson.
Diving reception. Does he get a foot down? They're going to say yes, and he does at the 39-yard line. 23.
Quarterback. How's that make you feel? Handle it.
Jackson to throw. 3rd down, 7. He's going to be sacked. Oh! Did the whistle sound? I heard a whistle. It is intercepted. That's a terrible decision. They're going to say the interception stands. Russ Tate picks it up. Jay Johnson in as a wide receiver. Navy 48-yard line. Here's Dixon on the pitch. Has the corner. 45-40. Turns it down the sideline. He could go into the end zone, and he does.
No flags.
Wallace down the shotgun. Good protection. It is tipped, intercepted. Navy has the ball. Rashad Smith, who has a fumble recovery earlier in the ball game, has the interception, his second of the year.
Notre Dame had a crossing pattern called.
Second down and a yard. Action fake, has a man wide open. It's McGrew. Down the sideline, he'll be out of bounds just inside the 15-yard line. 24 yards on the play. Bryant and Rossum had the coverage for Notre Dame. And here comes... McCoy just ducks in behind Tim Canada, the fullback, and scores. His 9th touchdown of the year. Navy regains the lead.
Charlie, we talked earlier about the numbers. D. Cooper saw it last year against Air Force.
Third down and 8. Rolling right to throw off it. Wants to throw back. Nobody's there. Goes in the end zone into triple coverage. It is intercepted in the end zone. And he's back in the field of play, and that's Benny Gilbo. And he'll have to come on out. We've got a flag down. Gilbo, I think, forgot where he was.
Yeah.
Audible for Palmer. Denson heads to the corner. He's hit, but he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Side. 5 to protect the quarterback against 3, and he just heaves it up to see what can happen at the other end.
It's caught. It's caught. Oh, he's out of bounds. Oh my goodness!
At the 1-yard line, LeBron Butt 69 yards out of time on the play.
I don't believe it. That ball is tipped.
Corey Minor was there. Alan Rossum there for Notre Dame. We'll come back and look at it.
Charlie, there is a discussion with the officials.
Here's officials' call. The game is over.
On is the long setback. Lindsey throwing the deep ball. And McQuarters grabs it, and he'll be down inside the 10-yard line. What a catch by R.W. McQuarters. Everybody talks about Charles Woodson at Michigan. He's got nothing on this guy in terms of being a... Simmons again up in the air. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, the one thing that just happened is exactly what Mike Hankwitz and R.C. Slocum didn't want to have happen, to give Oklahoma State big plays. They came into the game and said, we can't give them big plays, but they gave them a big...
The up back is Mark Broyles. They're going to run a little reverse. This is Chris Cole. Cole gets
gets a block. And another to the 2-yard line. Yards on the pick.
Scores this year inside the red zone.
Hall gets a block to the end zone. Touchdown. Well, one of the great traditions here in College Station at Kyle Field. Akins, the football, the touchdown. Brian Akins, a junior from Woodbridge, New Jersey, who says, you know what? I came all the way to Stillwater, Oklahoma, and I like it there. It's a little bit more quiet than it is back home.
And he likes it here tonight because he had a big-time
Cowboys at the 24 of Texas A&M. Akins. No, Lindsey on a boot. What a fake. To the 1-yard line. He fooled everyone.
The feet of Tony Lindsey. That was a magnificent job that time.
From 68,000. Got in, touchdown.
Hey, good job.
Barely.
Well, it quiets the crowd a little bit, and I hate to say I told you so, but that's the one thing that you have to be careful of down here is 2. On the chart, though, it says in that situation you go for 2. So Bob Simmons did the right thing.
Parker puts it on the ground. Oklahoma State's on it. Jack Golden. Oh, what a big play that is. The Cowboys with the 12-point lead now have the football at the Aggie 21-yard line.
Parker might have been open, but it didn't happen.
3rd and 13. They need the plus 40. Down the middle. Complete first down, 28-yard line. Matt Bumgardner. So Brandon Stewart throwing strikes on 3rd down to keep the chains moving. That was the Hall, touchdown. Off the lead block by Tiki Hardiman. The Aggies are not done yet. They've worn all night.
I know.
Stewart, man wide open. 89, that's Dan Campbell. Short of a first down by a yard. He got 19. Now how big are those 2 penalties? 2nd and 10 at the 25, 49 seconds left. They bring 5. Stewart toward the end zone. Touchdown!
Into the end zone.
Here we go. In the flat, Parker, it's good. Great catch by Sir Parker.
Job.
39 yards away for Tim Sidness. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick.
So now Texas A&M will go on offense in overtime. If they score a touchdown, the place erupts.
Well, this is the question you asked me a couple of minutes ago. This is why you want to be on defense first, Drew, so you know what you have to do. Right now, the play calling for Texas A&M has got to be to get into the end zone.
Touchdown! Aggies win! By the Texas Aggies. They win it 20.
Closing in on 50 yards rushing the football already. 3rd and 4. Bandauer pump fake. Goes up top. Has a man. It's complete. What a catch. Damon Green stretching out the entire 6-foot frame. Boy, what an effort. Damon Green. Iowa State's ready to play football this afternoon. Gives his quarterback time. Gregorak couldn't get there. 25 yards on the reception. They pitch it back to Davis. He's got a blocker. He's got room. He's got 6. Last week, Rick Neuheisel said, Missouri punched us out. They were curious at how their troops would react. We will find out. Once again, kicking away from Kelly. Now they have some running room. Up the middle, look out. Kelly does have it down to the 23-yard line. Damon Green making the stop. They tried to kick away from Kelly. It was short. It took a big bounce, bounced off of Buff right into Kelly's hands. Cool history. 2nd down and 10, no gain on that last play. Hessler, and pass is complete at the 45. Getting away is Javon Green. Crosses the 40 down to about the 35-yard line. Pickup of about 30 on the play. There's a 14-3. Just about 13 minutes left in the first half. Troutman has some running room. He has Pater. Herschel Troutman with the touchdown. An impressive drive for Colorado. Nice blocking up front. His fullback get out there in very good shape for him. Darren Fisk threw a nice block. And lineman, do you go? Is it successful, this decision? Here comes the blitz. Bandauer's pass complete down to the 5-yard line to Tyrone Watley. Nice coverage by Wheeler, but Bandauer's right on the money again. And Olsen's penalty is a big one now, because now you have 1st and goal. Instead of a freshman out of Long Island, New York, is coming to replace him. Jerome Evans also in for Iowa State. 2nd and 8. 2nd and goal from the 8. Bandauer over the middle. Pass is a complete. Yep. Yes, touchdown to Watley. There's a flag on the play. There is a penalty flag. And they're blowing it dead. Let's see what this is or not. 3rd and 3. Pass is intercepted. One man to beat. It's Hessler. Dustin Avey. See ya. Touchdown, Iowa State. They call Fred Hoiberg, who now plays in the NBA, the mayor. He pickup of about 11 on that last play. 2 wide receivers to the right. Hessler shows the option. Keeps it. Pitches down to the 40. Troutman cuts back. Has some running room down to the 22 before Dustin Avey brings him down for the 2nd time in the game. John Hessler with a very dangerous pitch. Boy, did he hold this football to the very last second. Hessler only to benefit his offense, but to benefit his whole team. 2nd and 9. Here comes the reverse to Stigers. Has some running room, needs one block, gets it, could be goodbye. Yes, touchdown Colorado.
Nice block by Welsh out in the open field, and Iowa State injury on the play.
Looks like Dustin Avey.
Yeah.
Stiggers takes it on the end around for 21 yards and the touchdown. Colorado. Cheverini and Stiggers wide to the right. Running the out. This is back. It's loose. The ball is still loose. Iowa State has it at the 10.
Self-destruction continues. Birchka caused the fumble. Birchka was all over Hessler. Morse comes up with the football eventually. Birchka degree. In the first degree, there's a lot of pain, but you can still play. The joint's not totally out of whack.
On 2nd and 7, Bandauer rolling with time. Throws into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Were you impressed?
Give him a two-way go, or does he hammer it inside once again? Let's see.
Well, they follow behind Melvin Thomas. Charrington's the tailback, Fisk the fullback. Charrington, they stringing it out. Can he find the end zone? Yes, touchdown Colorado.
Boy, just enough real estate. Almost ran out of real estate. Iowa State did a pretty good job of stringing it out, but Charrington just got just enough of the edge and lurched into the end zone.
That was the 13.
Ken Anderson, our quarterback with the Bengals one year, got a real bad thigh bruise, and it turned into an 8-inch calcium deposit on his thigh bone. So you got to take care of those things before they calcify.
Wheeler spinning and moving. He's got some running room. He's got to beat Gomez to the 40. Going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. A 41-yard kick, a 44-yard return.
Nice tackle by Gomez.
They will. Hessler sees the daylight and takes it into the end zone.
Yeah, they had to get to the outside somehow. Iowa State doing a good job inside. They tried the sweep. They scored on it one time. Iowa State makes the adjustment and getting people to the outside. So the best thing to do, you're on the right hash mark. You run the option with your quarterback Hessler back the other way. He reverse pivots out. He patrols. When he blitzed, it was exposed.
That's a tough cover for Dave Birchka, the linebacker. Hessler pumps, goes for the end zone, has a man. Touchdown, Colorado.
What a throw.
Javon Green with the reception, and Colorado has the lead.
And they're penalized for celebration. Green is dogging Iowa State a little bit, celebrating. And once again, this is the selfish penalty that Rick Neuheisel was talking about. They're going to 15-yard excessive celebration penalty by a kid that should have kept more composure.
25-yarder for Jamie Cole. The ball is down, the kick is up and away, and it is good. Iowa State has regained the lead with 2:54 to play in the ball game. How many big plays have we...
Hash mark, middle of the field. Rick Neuheisel already think about that game-winning field goal field position.
Dangerous, look out. Talk about getting field position. Kelly trying to figure out where he's going, and he is going to be swarmed under.
Boy, it looked like he took a left from Frazier.
He did.
He was staggering out there.
But he didn't go down.
Which way do I go? Which way do I go? That Colorado would have to look in their path for.
11th play of their drive, second and goal from the 1. And it'll be a touchdown, Colorado, with 9 seconds left to be played.
Moot point.
Dwayne Charrington backs his way in.
Boy, it was like going to the dentist, but they got it done. They got it done.
Very impressive after Iowa State kicked the field goal to go up by 2. Colorado, after a nice kickoff return again by Kelly, which gave them field position, marched down in 11 plays to get what should be or could be.
If they had not kept it alive today.
6 seconds left. Bandauer was loosening up the shoulder. He's going to go for the deep one. Steps up. Steps up. Lets it fly. Has one man and a bunch of white jerseys down in the pack, and the pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it. Colorado come from behind victory over Iowa State to go to 5-4. The final once again 43-38. The Buffaloes over the Iowa State Cyclones.
Boy, nothing's coming easy for Colorado, but they sure are staying with it. Rick Neuheisel and Dan McCarney, both of them emotionally drained right there, Ron. I mean, shaking hands saying, I guess whoever